Hello, all you lovely YouTubers. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and thank you for those who are revisiting me. I know it has been ages, and I don't even know whether it's maybe even been something like 7 months since I last posted a video, and certainly it must be more than a year since I last actually spoke to you. But that is not because I'm not aware that you're all waiting for some new material, but because I've been so terribly busy and things have been just getting a bit on top. Just loads of things to be done. Sorry, that's been in the background shaking and playing. Been the little Westy poo. So I'm back from Spain. And I have done loads and loads of projects. So the loads of projects are going to be going up onto eBay and Etsy very soon. But I will be doing another video just on those and show you a few things prior to. So one of the challenges I have had is this fridge behind me. Well, of course, before I went to Spain, 2 days before, overnight, it broke down. I came down to a puddle of defrosted stuff and so on. Well, anyway, to cut a long story short, I phoned from Spain to arrange the fridge repairman, which I had done before I went to Spain as well, to see what the likely costs were. And they said, oh, we can't tell you until we've sent someone round. Well, of course, I wasn't going to do that 2 days before I leave. So I called from Spain to make an appointment. And yes, dear husband missed the message when he was supposed to come round. They said we were coming in half an hour. We had stayed in all day and he missed the message. So it took another 3 days till he then finally appeared. Just to tell us that this fridge can be repaired on a 50-50 luck that it might work afterwards, and that it's going to be more than a new fridge. The cost of it would be more than a new fridge. Well, I'm absolutely fuming. I've already paid £145 just to get the man round here. After having had a long talk with a lady on the phone, trying to assess whether it's worth bringing anyone in at all. And she said, oh yes, we've had that before. It's just the temperature needs regassing. That can be done on the day. Well, no, it's not just regassing. The compressor is broken. So now I've been sat here at home. I arrived a week ago on Saturday, 2 a.m. in the morning. And since then, I have not had a fridge. Now, thank goodness that the UK is cold enough so that I can put a few things out on the terrace. Or terrace, I say that terrace, out in the garden, basically, into my garden furniture to keep cool overnight. But you can only buy small amounts of milk and dairy or anything that goes off, because it will go off after about 2 days. So it's almost a daily shop, and I hate shopping. I just simply hate shopping of any sort. No, not of any sort. Not when it comes to wool. Not when it comes to craft stuff and wool. But everything else I hate shopping for. So there you go. I'm a bit naughty, aren't I? I enjoyed my stay in Spain, but it was a bit long for me, I must admit, and the poor dogs, they were suffering with their coats because the summer was unusually hot. In August we had average of 45 degrees centigrade. That was average. We had days that hit 50. I was washing the dogs off every 2 hours so that they kept cool. I had all the fans going in the RV. they did not enjoy it, neither did I, because the nights were like 21, 22 degrees centigrade, and that's talking at the coolest hours of the early hours, sort of like 2, 3 a.m. It was not too nice for me. I didn't like it. Hubby loved it. So he'll be going back down summer. He can roast a bit. Not for me, thank you. Yeah, we also had, I'm sure you were aware, we have also had horrendous rainstorms, which in the village next to us, 2 people died. They drowned in their own houses. So, yeah, it was just crazy. I'd not seen anything like it since 1992 in the southern of Spain. So, yeah, but I enjoyed it. I prefer to stay a little bit of a shorter stay. So I'm thinking maybe I'll go back in the new year, just for a few weeks or so. I don't know yet. But anyway, I was very busy there, doing a lot of crochet and knitting. Had a few major fails. I started 2 shawls, which I then got about nearly finished after having ripped them or frogged them 3, 4 times. Then I thought, no, I've had enough. So I frogged the lot and dumped it. I might start it again, or I might do the same pattern again with a calmer mind. I don't know what was going on. But I kept getting more and more stitches. I kept counting. I thought, how can this happen? I've been counting all along. I've been doing the pattern. How on earth can this happen? Well, don't ask me. I have no idea. So obviously something was not right. Anyway, so what else have I to tell you? Well, apart from the whip, I have one whip which I will also show you. That is a shawl of my own pattern. It's called Raindrops and Pools. I'm nearly finished knitting it. I've written down in handwriting most of the pattern, and I shall be writing that up, and that will go up on my Etsy as soon as it is finished. My other whip is another pair of socks just for the evening, just to stay in the roll, because what I've noticed since I've been back this last week is that I haven't really got any mojo for doing much. So I'm now finishing off my other stuff. I have in my head I wanted to do a birthday cast on, a crochet cast on in this case, which I didn't do because I couldn't decide on any wool stroke American's yarn that I wanted, or the one that I did want, I'm not sure it is enough. So I wanted to do a short sleeved vest. Short sleeve vest, yeah, like a top, a short sleeve top, crochet top. For now the warmer months coming, and I thought, well, I could also wear long sleeved things underneath, sort of like in the autumn or when it's still a bit cooler. So that is the next plan. That will be my next whip, future whip. Finished projects, loads and loads. As I promised, I'll do a video on that very soon. I'm going to try to get into a sort of a regular casting again, regular videos. And then I'll also show you round and round a little bit. The house is still super messy. I brought back like all the bedding, not only sheets and covers and pillowcases, but all the bedding from Spain. I brought back home about 2 months of clothes washing from Spain because the washing machines down there were broken. So I've been spending the last 4 days just washing duvets, pillows, sheets, and clothes, blankets, you name it. So that's what I've been doing, hoovering through. Also been to a glasses shop. I need a new prescription, so does James need a new prescription. I've noticed in funny light hours like now, we have 11, quarter past 11 in the morning. It's sort of a grey day. And if I'm working with darker yarn or wool, then I can't see it properly. So I knew I needed a new prescription. And I'm getting new glass this time. I think I'm going to try, or I am going to try out varifocals. See if that works. I hope so, because last time it didn't. I nearly killed myself falling downstairs and walking over the road with the dogs. So I'm hoping I'm going to get on with them better this time. Can you imagine? That's another thing that sort of bugs me. And I don't know whether in America or in other places in the continent it is the same. I took my frames from my other glasses, not these are what I call my crochet and crafting glasses, because I can look down underneath. These are the glasses are actually for a distance, so when I crochet I can look underneath. I took my other frames, the big frames that I got for walking and for things where I'm not doing things up close, and I wanted my lenses to be put in there. Now, if I would have had the new prescription put into those, they would have been £60 more expensive than if I got new frames and everything new. That is just ridiculous. Don't you think that is ridiculous? I've got a mountain of frames in the house that are like new. Okay, some aren't perfect, but I have quite a few, I think 4 or 5 that one could use, but no, they encourage a whole load of waste. How can that be right? On that subject, does anyone know in the UK whether you can actually send those frames maybe to a charity or something? I have no need for those frames hanging around in the house. If you do, please write me a comment, that would be lovely. So much to glasses, reading glasses, distance glasses, whatever. Yeah, so I've been very, very busy, and also I've noticed, even though I've tried, I'm getting stressed again out here. I'm a bit more stressed than I was in Spain, not because I was lounging around drinking, as a friend of mine thinks, sangria all day or pina colada on the beach or something like that. Oh no, very far from that. Anyway, living the life of Riley we were. We did have good food, we did have lovely sunshine, I enjoyed that. But I'm noticing these grey days are a bit like that, a bit like that. And I'm determined it will not get me down, so more crafting, more yarn, more crafting. What else did I want to tell you quickly? Let me think, there was something else on my mind. I cannot remember, I've gone blank. But there you go. I want to just say it does mean a lot to me when you comment, and it means a lot to me, especially the nice comments. I get some horrible comments as well, but that's okay, I just ignore those. I've got a thick skin. James says I'm like an elephant. Well, I am a bit. Number one, from memory, I remember things well, most times. And I have a thick skin. So there you go. I was I was grooming the dog this morning, as in the Wheaton Shear, the big dog. Oh my goodness. I tell you, The mats that she had after 1 week of not brushing, it is unreal. It must be this weather. I don't know how she got that many mats. Poor thing, I had to put a muzzle on her. It was hurting. You know what it's like when you have lots of knots in your hair. It's really sore. And even though I did as gentle and as patiently as possible, I prepared her last night with conditioner so that it would glide better. Well, it took me 2 hours to do it. And I'm not even sure I got through all of it. Poor thing, she's super annoyed with me now. Super annoyed with me. But on that subject, I took a video of the little tit that was on the bush collecting up all the fur balls I put onto the ewe. So once I get my camera cable out and find out how to connect it to this computer, and get the video off there, I shall be posting that. It's only very short, maybe 2-3 minutes, not more, but it's ever so sweet. So I'll post that up. So much for grooming. My back is done in now. And yes, I'm going to have to keep on top of this. It might be the weather. I'm not sure. This sort of slightly damp weather, sort of more cool. Maybe as she doesn't molt, it just felts underneath. So I'm going to have to watch that. Maybe do it twice a week. As in brush through that so that doesn't even happen. Yeah, got their spot-on treatment for ticks, fleas, and other nasty things for the UK, because in Spain they had a collar for mosquitoes, because they've got the leishmaniasis in Spain, so for sandflies and mosquitoes, and yeah, fleas as well, but that's a different sort of medication, if you know what I mean, than here. So I ordered that. That's got expensive as well. £82 I paid for 3 dogs, but still £82 for spot-on treatment for 6 months. So 6 little pipettes of spot-on treatment. That's, I don't know, I must be out of touch with prices. I read through quite a few other brands, but they weren't as good, because I thought, well, maybe, I could save a bit of money. There were some cheaper ones, but if you look through what they do and the substance inside, they're not as good. So you still might get a tick, and then the Lyme disease, or this new disease which is going around in UK and spreading, which is even worse. Or fleas, which is worse. You don't want fleas in the house. That happened to me once. Oh my goodness, that was a nightmare. You have to basically fumigate everything from top to bottom, so that the eggs are killed as well immediately. So that happened to me once. That's many, many years ago now. But that's not going to ever happen again to me. So that's the joys of having dogs. But I suppose cats are actually a bit the same. You don't want that happening to cats either. And you do. I did post on my Facebook if anyone wants to know. And I think if I'll find the article again about the ticks, I will post it again. It is very important because humans can get it too. So from that point of view, beware, make sure your dogs are safe, as well as you and your family. So that's enough rabbiting on about all sorts of nonsense. I just wanted to say hello. I'm glad to be back, and I'm looking forward to more video posting, and I will keep you in the loop, as they say. Next video, my finished objects, and maybe some whips. Oh, to the whips once more. I have tried one of them. I don't normally do New Year's resolutions, but one was I'm going to try only to do things that spark joy or make me happy, as in not let things get on top of me. And the other resolution was I'm going to try to do a pair of socks every month. So I have cast on and I'm currently knitting another pair of socks, just plain what they call vanilla socks. What one calls vanilla socks, as in no pattern to it, not with these, just to get those done so that I'm in the rhythm of things. If I get bored, I'll switch it up with something else where I have to concentrate a bit later on. But these are the, let's call them television socks. I'll call them television socks. There you go. So I don't have to think. I can do that almost in my sleep now. So, love you and leave you. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Until next time, bye bye.